Hello, EDU 410. This is your leader, Jared Berg, and what I wanted to do before you began engaging with any of the course materials as we migrate our class into an online mode, I wanted to catch you and just give you an overview of what this looks like, what the timeline looks like, what are my expectations as we make this challenging jump from meeting on campus 2 days a week to a virtual space instead. And so I think the first thing that's worth noting is that I have attached an addendum to the syllabus. And what this is an online transition schedule. Pardon that. And this was also sent to you via email. And this tries to outline what our schedule will be for the foreseeable future. And what I've tried to do is make adjustments, considerations for the extension of spring break. But I've tried to keep our schedule in that 2-day-a-week, Monday, Wednesday sort of time slot. This does not mean that you necessarily have to complete all of the modules on Monday at 11 o'clock Central or Wednesday at 11 o'clock or whatever the case is. But one thing to note as you do transition into online learning is that trying to keep a routine is going to be helpful for you in ensuring your success and your continued engagement in your courses at USF. And so I do encourage that. For at least the first 2 modules that you'll be interacting with, they're each about an hour or so long, I think, in order for you to watch the video lectures and complete the assigned tasks. It's not going to be much different than it would be were you on campus in Glidden Hall meeting with me on Monday. But what else is helpful here is that it gives you an idea of what assignments are due and when. The spring break has kind of mixed up some of our due dates, and so what I've done is I have extended all of those due dates to at least the earliest anything would be due would be March 29th. And that relates to things that we have begun prior to this COVID-19 outbreak. And so your young adult novel, note sheets, and analysis will be uploaded to my USF by Sunday, March 29th, as well as reading and completing the quizzes over chapters 10 and 12. My expectation is that those would be completed by Sunday, March 29th. As we move into Module 2, I ask that you read Chapter 11 and complete that quiz by Sunday, April 5th, and so you can see the due dates there. When it comes to each module, so for Monday, for instance, the goal is to complete Module 1 over Adult Advocacy and Advisory in a middle school setting. Your assignment is to upload your note sheet. And my expectation is that you don't necessarily have to do that on Monday, but that you would have that note sheet uploaded prior to doing Module 2 on Wednesday. And so the latest I would want you to upload that note sheet would be Wednesday at 11:55 p.m. So I do give you a little bit of wiggle room, recognizing that some of you are in challenging circumstances and it might not be easy to access the course at our normal operating time. But what should you anticipate as we move forward? 2 things to note. For at least the first 3 days of class, you will be able to access these materials at any time that's convenient for you. And you will be able to clearly understand what my expectations are, complete those assignments, and upload the information to my USF. However, on Wednesday, April 1st, my expectation is that you would be able to log into WebEx in order to have a team meeting with a small group of people at the same time. I have already taken the liberty of splitting you into teams, and so you have an idea down at the bottom here of who are the other members that you will be meeting with. And my hope is that giving you advanced warning of this, you'll all be able to make the time that I have assigned. And so this would be 10 o'clock Central Standard Time on Wednesday, April 1st. I would meet with the blue team. and I'll give you about a 40-minute window, and then I will move on to the green team at 10:40 and the orange team at 11:20. I understand there might be some anxiety if you've never used WebEx or you're nervous about that or how does all of that work. Please rest assured I will be communicating some more information to you, especially in Module 3, to get you ready for that particular experience. But here on Wednesday, April 1st, and then assuming we're still online, which I don't know is necessarily going to be the case, but assuming we're still online on Monday, April 20th, I've taken the liberty of doing the same thing, of organizing 20-minute virtual meeting sessions with each of your teams. Okay, so it's Monday, March 23rd. You are a diligent student. You're looking forward to getting back into the action. Okay, Berg, what do I do? What does my day look like? Well, the first thing you want to do is consult our schedule here. You see that your assignment for Monday is to complete Module 1 and upload the Advocacy Advisory Note Sheet to my USF. On Wednesday, your assignment is to complete Module 2 over school environments and upload that note sheet to my USF as well. Let's go ahead and walk through what that's going to look like over here. You will see that there are 5 modules as well as a practicum module. Not all of these are open for you to access at this time, but you will just go ahead and click on module number 1, and then what you'll do is you will begin by watching the overview video here. I intentionally keep these brief, but just to kind of give you the highlights of what you're going to encounter and what you need to accomplish in each module. And then you will come down here and view the video lecture. Over on the right-hand side, I have posted any documents that are going to be necessary for you to complete that module. So you'll see that I have an article that I'm asking you to read, your note sheet is right here, an advisory activity that I'm asking you to consult is located there as well. You'll download this advocacy and advisory note sheet, and then you will complete that as you are viewing the Module 1 video, the lecture video over here. Once you have finished that and you've completed the note sheet, go ahead and save that to your computer, and then you will just come over here to Coursework, and I've just added some of these assignments under the Professionalism and Participation tab. This is typically where I keep your attendance. And what I'm asking you to do for each module is just to upload whatever note sheet or whatever assignment is associated with that. And this is just a small measure of accountability. It allows me to track your progress through the course, but also to ensure that you are engaging in the course in a timely manner. That is one temptation as students sort of migrate into online learning, that because they don't necessarily have to be in class at a particular time, sometimes they're not as diligent in getting their work done as quickly as they ought to. And so I want to help you. I want to be an advocate for you as we transition through this challenging academic time. That you will simply upload that to Module 1, I'll be able to view it, and I will give you credit for your participation in that activity. Module 2 will look very similar. So you'll just click on Module 2 over here. There's an overview video, a lecture video listed below, and then the 2 documents that you will need are over here on the right. You'll complete the school environment note sheet as you're viewing the lecture video, and once you're done, you'll just save that and upload it under Coursework for Module 2 school environment note sheet. I think that about does it for now. If you have questions and concerns as you're poking around on my USF and you're trying to get ready for Monday, feel free to email me. That's probably the best first step for communication, and I certainly want to hear if there's anything that's not made clear to you or anything that you don't understand. The remaining modules will be opening up here shortly. I want you to sort of relax about the practicum. You will not be entering a middle school for a 12-hour practicum this semester. And so what I am going to do in place of that is upload a few brief videos and ask you to reflect on the ways in which they connect to readings and discussions we have had in class. Okay, so I think that covers it for now. I do hope that you're well. I do hope that you're able to just take a breath and recognize that this is a change that's huge for all of us. I'm erring on the side of grace and mercy. Your growth and development and success are my primary concern. I mentioned that in a previous video. And so please do not feel bad. Do not feel like you're inconveniencing me if you reach out in any way. I do look forward to seeing all of you again soon in a face-to-face form. Take care and enjoy Module 1.